Friends of our channel, be welcome. Did you watch the previous videos? If not, try to watch them first and then come back to this one. The information sometimes is complementary. Answers of an Alien from Andromeda, 27th video, May 2, 2011. Question: Dream Body asked, Mithy, exactly how we can go about participating in the upgrade, with the head and spirit lifted? As I would like to spend time being a part of this new stage of development, is this achieved through meditation, crystals, or some other form of inner reflection? See, this kind of development should be generated from inside to outside, not the reverse. There are several ways you can develop, not with self-help books but with tuning techniques with the cosmic energy. When you can and want to use your body as a receiver of energy, in order to benefit your near, in any way, you're in the right direction for its full development, until the limit imposed by the physical environment in which you are living, in the moment. The frequency of the aura of the planet Earth, at the time, it allows you to develop a significant point of channeling cosmic energy. There are Oriental techniques that should not be used so lightly or commercial, that may soon develop your ability to channel energy, to be used for your sake and other beings that surround you. Your aura will change color, and greatly increases your range of the light. Techniques such as Asian, Reiki, among other similar techniques, are widely used by Tibetan monks and others, to channel this energy. You will notice that your insight will expand, if you really focus on such techniques. Question: Spike asked, is the TR-3B being used by US for lunar and Mars travel? If so, what kind of propulsion does the TR-3B have? I imagine you refer to units that your government is testing using magnetic flux field disruptor, an ancient technique of generating anti-gravitational field that uses liquid metal to form a vortex as the moving center of a coil, which can generate a magnetic field of high power. We believe this is an acquisition achieved through partners Reptilians, which, as I have said before, has many of these old ships scrapped in their colonies. This was one of the first techniques used in the reactor core of transportation ships. It is no longer used for thousands of years, but it works within its limitations. Everything depends on the processing capability of the spacecraft, to direct the magnetic fields in real time, to allow navigability. If this capacity is reached, yes, may be used for travel within your solar system without problems, since they can add the techniques of field strength, and technology of generating inertia, so that your bodies and objects support high speeds and direction changes without being destroyed. The force field cannot simply be used to isolate the aerodynamics of the ship, have to protect various types of radiation and micrometeors. This technique does not allow great mobility, unless you are using auxiliary propulsion motors, and this is a limitation in terms of need for supply of fuel over long distances. These ships were formerly used from large motherships, that already liberated in areas where lead its operations. Question: Vikram asked, is nasal sound really the universal sound of consciousness? I think I understand the question. You talk of the sound emitted by some, when they concentrate, right? Well, that bass sounds influences the mind to shut down from other subjects, with which it is occupied, to give rise to a clear mind to concentrate. This frequency is typically a multiple frequency of the pulsation of the planet, which here is around 7.9 Hz. When you can achieve some of the harmonics, you actually gain power of mental concentration, to meditate more deeply, attuned to the planet. Question. Vikram asks, do humanoids from other planets live amongst the inhabitants of this planet in everyday life situation? Not just bases and stuff? Yes, Vikram, many Pleiadians, and some Aldebarans, live on your planet doing research, living as Earthlings. Several related breeds may relate socially with you on the planet, but only when your society is officially integrated into the community galactica. The opposite is also true. Many Earthlings may choose to work with societies in other planets of the community. It will be a time of great change in behavior. Question. Toter asks, Mithi, you said that Nibiru system will be closest to Earth in September, October this year 2011, so why we cannot see it yet? Look, it's impossible to see now. He is currently approximately twice the distance from the Sun. 2 AU is visible only with powerful infrared telescopes. In early September, will be approximately the same distance from the Sun, 1 AU, and had come to be seen more clearly. Thereafter, it will be an exponential. It will approach the Earth by an angle that will make ever greater and more visible every day. Between 10 and October 20th, will be very, very close to Earth. You'll spend a period saw two suns in the sky, literally. Question. Toter asks, Mithi, you said you do not have money on your planet. So, how do you get a home, food, clothes and other things you need? And if you do not have money, does it mean that in the Earth's new age there will be no money here too? See Toter, you cannot compare one society so much old as ours, with yours. In our society, we do not need to buy anything, everyone can have what they need, without problems. The big difference is that we do not want what does not truly need. You are still in a stage of little practice conscientious. You want a bigger house than you really need, 2 or 3 cars, several TVs, lots of tools, many things that you rarely use, but like to feel ownership of these objects. In our society, you may, like me, being a collector of souvenir of places I visited, but I do not need a bigger house, a second vehicle of transportation, or other devices that are not useful to me. Can I order new clothes, new tools, or anything I want, since I really feel I need them? I do not have to answer to anyone or complete reports, only refer to myself. It is a concept very difficult for an Earthling to understand, by the kind of consumer society where you still live. During this next generation, you will gradually implement the system of conscious consumption of social resources available, and your life is going to make much more sense. Question. Vikram asks, can a humanoid be reincarnated in a form that is not humanoid? How does law of attraction really work? Not Vikram, a humanoid always will be incarnated as a humanoid, the race does not change. As I have explained several times, frequency of your aura takes you to the exact level you can reach, nor below, nor above. If you made a hybrid cross between races, this result may receive elements of the 2 original races, in the incarnations of their future generations. There are religions in your culture, who claim including the possibility of reincarnation of human spirits into animals and insects, a concept totally wrong. Another interesting detail is that while in the 3rd dimension, all male spirit is always male and the female always female. This may be news to you, but it is well known for millennia by our cultures. Even the spirits are of the same breed. The male and female are two different entities, in concept formation. We're not sure how the process of incarnation in the fourth dimension, we know when we get there. Question: Judy asked, the 10% of the Earth's people to survive or to inhabit the new Earth, will they all be either survivors or all reincarnated back onto the new planet, or is this a mixture of the two? Judy: I think I answered something in previous answers, but look, this 10%, most are here embodied as survivors and receive, as their children for generations to come, spirits of humanoids that are on the same frequency band, coming from different parts of the universe. Where do you think it came? At least half of almost 8 billion inhabitants of your planet. A good part came from planets that have reached different levels, and had to unload their repentant in places where they had another chance to develop. Exactly how the Earth will do in this upgrade. Question: Mithy, back to the subject of tectonic plates, how are things progressing? Well, this matter goes bad. The pressure is increasing. Just yesterday we had high pressure measurements on several boards. Some events of greater magnitude are about to happen in the Pacific Ring of Fire. Be prepared for news. When starting activities on the west coast of North America, immediately evacuate the area of the Yellowstone volcano. In the Atlantic, the volcanic activity, along with the spilled oil on the chains in the great depths, are causing many species of animals and crustaceans migrate to shallower depths, completely unbalancing the food chains of your seas. A huge spaceship from Canis Major Dwarf Galaxy is following the route of the system Nibiru, sailing side by side with him. We do not know why, but, as they are with scientists from the Community Galactica, we may have some news soon through our command. I will keep you informed whenever I have new information. Wait for our next video. Thanks for watching. Join our channel. You are welcome there.